Okay, this is basically a test vlog to see if I can do this. We're basically gonna go through the week together in my training block as I try to go for a sub 1 hour 10K. I wasn't able to hit my half marathon goal last year due to some injuries, and 10K is very achievable for me. And I know that when a goal feels too easy, I tend to, for whatever reason, just not go for it. My coach and I basically decided that I would go for a sub 1 hour 10K instead. And we're really tapering up slowly, because I have experienced tons of injuries throughout my running training. Anything from a hip flexor injury, shin splints, and now an Achilles heel injury that, while most people would probably recommend I don't run through, I have found a physio routine that works for me that I'm committing to every single day. And that's just what we gotta do. The only way out is through. I'm seeing improvements in my heel, and so as long as there's no pain before, which we're good, and during, that's fine. I do experience some mild discomfort afterwards, but no pain, no gain. I've always run since I was little, since I was a competitive soccer player, and it was just always something that was really easy, that came easy to me. And after I gained a lot of weight, that really changed. It was no longer something that was fun for me. It wasn't something that I just did when I was angry or sad like I used to. It was definitely a lot more of a mental challenge to get into it. Now, again, it's really slow and easy due to the fact that we want it to be enjoyable, we want it to be achievable, and ultimately, I don't want to get injured. But one thing that is so key, and please, if you take anything away from this, it is the nourishing, and sorry, the dog that I'm dog sitting is absolutely going ham, slunking back that water right now. But if there's another thing that you learn from me is nourish before and after, fuel for performance. Fucking warm up and cool down. If you don't want shin splints and hip shit and Achilles tendonitis, listen to me. Nourish, warm up, cool down. And don't set crazy goals and think you're gonna run 5K out the door, because you're not, and that's okay. Here I go. I'm like, remember these two things, says 5. I think another thing that's really key to remember is, what was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? One of the best pieces of advice that I've ever heard from a running influencer is, who the fuck are you racing? Literally, like, when I asked myself, who am I racing? I realized nobody. If anyone, myself. And as long as I'm continuously getting better for myself, then that's all that really matters. Here is the running fit, all green. I'm kind of one of two opinions. Feel good, look good, feel good. On the other hand, I used to enjoy running just the same when I was dressed like Adam Sandler. And so that is one of the reasons I am challenging myself to just not be perfect. I'm kind of just trying to de-influence myself from the idea that I need to look a certain way to make content or to be a fucking runner. Any person who has started their running journey from zero will tell you, just go. And I by no means am bought into the idea that you need this kind of stuff to succeed, perform well, or otherwise. It's bullshit and it's capitalism tricking you. What we're going to do today is a 35-minute recovery run. And why are dogs so weird when you film them? Basically what that means is that you are running at a pace that you can talk at. Hydrate, go warm up, and I'll see you out there. So we're lacing up. Got my A6 on, socked up. Can't have anybody knowing I'm a millennial and wearing ankle socks. Ready to go. Green, shocker. Noticing a pattern. we're listening to Vivaldi. Another thing I do, and I'm trying to kind of hold myself accountable that I can talk, so I'm gonna film, is I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. I want to be really present in my runs, and I don't want to be at the beck and call of anyone else. So I'm listening to some flute music right now, and I'm just vibing. Just had a little question. When I first started this journey again, this running journey, it was very much every step that I took, every kilometer that I did, was becoming closer to my old self. The one that I was when I played soccer competitively. The one who, like I said, would just go for a run when she felt angry. So it was very much a practice of coming home to myself, chasing the old me. But lately, I can tell that I've evolved, and I'm chasing the new me. Definitely made a choice coming up this trail. It is very well. I'm sure my watch would be like, that was a hard one. So that's done, as predicted. Apple Watch is like, oh, that was hard effort. My heart rate is just still really high. Like, I don't go below 165, even on a recovery run. And I think like up those hills, I was at like a 179. So realistically, it was still hard. On my heart, I feel great. We're gonna cool down now. I'm gonna make a protein shake. Oh my God. It is now 8:16. Started at 6 o'clock. I don't normally spend that long working out, but had to get done today. Can you tell my coaching program currently has a competition and I'm competitive? But I'm in first. Okay, it is Saturday. I've got some white strips in. And if my lip liner looks crazy, I'm sorry. I bought a lip stain and I can't get it off. But we're gonna ignore my lips and pray that it comes off in the shower. Today is an interval run. 1 kilometer warm up, 200 meter at 80%. Not quite a sprint, but almost. 90 seconds rest, and do that 10 times. So 2 kilometers of sprints, and then another kilometer of a warm down. Had pretty late breakfast, so I'm waiting for that to settle. Just gonna drink some more water. Did have 4 drinks. We're gonna run 4 kilometers to pay our debts. And then we've got Valentine's Day later, and I'm just like not gonna worry about anything too much. I'm gonna be really intentional with my drinking, but I'm also like not gonna say no to a meal out because it doesn't match my macros. I mean, for the most part, I want to take this really seriously and stay in this deficit, but for the other, I found that when I restrict myself so much when it comes to food, when I'm on a weight loss plan, that I end up eating nothing at all because I feel overwhelmed, and then alcohol hits me a lot harder and it all goes downhill from there. I feel hungover the next day. That is one of my biggest triggers. Makes it really hard to then continue staying aligned with my program, with my nutrition, everything. So I'm preemptively planning towards that. I'm definitely gonna have some really healthy meals before I go out. But I also understand that I'm gonna be out at dinner time, and I'm just gonna have to make healthy choices, but like also just be okay with the fact that like my macros might not be perfectly hit today. So this guy really wants to go for a walk. So I'm taking the dog. We're doing intervals, so I'm not sure how much I'm gonna film. I'm gonna do my best, but it's also daytime, so. What? Are you okay? You just wanna go so bad? So I was thinking of doing the alleyways, because there's just less people. It's pretty icy, so I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna see how this works out. So far going okay, at best. The thing about running in Vancouver is that everything is more or less up or downhill. If you run a flat, feel blessed. It's rare. So even like a warm-up is a struggle. And running with a dog isn't great. I feel like I don't know, normally he's a bit better, but I feel like hey, come on! Just keeps stopping. He's better in the past, and I'm wondering if me just being with him is untraining him. Heel! And I feel like I can't film, to be honest. I need to be giving him commands the whole time. Uphill, dude. Holy shit. So that's 2 out of 10. Number 3, going downhill. So much nicer. Because there's no flats, I think I'm just gonna switch it up from uphill and downhill and just keep walking back uphill so it might cool down. Doesn't feel like I have to die. Uphill's so hard to sprint. Oh, dude. It's like a hill session and intervals and speed work all in one. Ideally, we get up some of this hill before interval number 6. Feeling good today, though. So nice when your period is gone and depression is gone and the swelling is gone and everything is just gone, you know? Life feels a lot lighter, a lot easier. 10 intervals done. We're in our last rest. Then we're gonna do the cool down. It's just too hectic to film, to be honest. But yeah, really good run. So nice to just get like pent up energy out on those sprints. I'm feeling good. Just have 20 more seconds of walking and then we're gonna cool down with a kilometer jog. We'll be home and do our cool down. Never forget to cool down. Something so nice about a run when you don't want to die afterwards. Like I just feel so relaxed. The sun is out. It's beautiful. Life is good.